Hope you're having a great evening. It is June 9th, and thanks for being here. If you got my invite, thanks. I'm trying two different platforms between my YouTube or my Zoom and Restream. So we're trying something a little bit different tonight so I can invite those or people who didn't get the invite. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about vision. Two things I want to discuss tonight: vision and why you need it, why it's so important, especially if you're a dad. If you're a new dad, if you're a dad in any capacity. Um, hey Bob, thanks for being here. You have to start with you have to have a vision. This is something that it's actually our first module inside Mr. New Dad. Um, 6 months ago, I started Mr. New Dad, and it first started out as um, an idea, an experiment that I was actually working on with my coach in the time last year where I was going live each and every night, and we were talking about lessons that I was learning from a leadership perspective as a dad. Those 100 days turned into people asking me, "We want more. What does more look like?" So I created a mastermind group and called it Mr. New Dad. And the first session was great. The first group, we went through it and it was amazing. And I learned a lot through it. And I'm continuing to learn so much about not only personally growing as a dad, but where other dads are at and why they need to have this conversation. And furthermore, why they need to have a vision. I've met many dads who the first question I ask them if they're considering it is, tell me about your vision. Tell me about the type of dad that you are versus the type of dad that you want to be. And oftentimes what I'm learning is that there's a gap. There's that gap between where they are and where they want to be, which is what I'll be discussing tonight. Is this slide. I actually took this through a mastermind with my coach, and I created this based off what I learned through him. Down in the very bottom is you. This is your current reality. Whether you're a brand new dad, you're a business owner, you just became a dad, or you're about to become one, or you've been one for several years. You're at the very bottom. Your current reality doesn't change. Now, the vision part, obviously, that's where you want to be, and that's the question that I ask: is what kind of dad do you want to be? And so, tying this back to what I've been learning through the start of in the launch of Mr. New Dad is it's this vision piece, and it's different for everybody. It's different for each person that I talk to, and it's going to be different, and that's okay. The real question is, where are you in relation to that vision? And that's where the emphasis, the awesomeness of Mr. New Dad really helps a dad get crystal clear on what that is. Because something awesome happens when you have that safe space, when you have that community of people who you are all learning through together at the same time. And you can talk about these things, and you can talk about those distractions, that narrative that you tell yourself about, the dad you want to be versus, the dad that limiting belief is making you believe about yourself. And then to help you develop those action steps and understand that there's always a valley of the in between where you are and that vision that you hold. But the creative tension piece, again, on the right, that's where you leverage that tension and use it to help you go forward. All this we've been talking about inside the Mr. New Dad curriculum and the course, and I'm just excited to share it because this conversation is what I believe is needed for every dad out there. Is they need to have that vision, and they need to understand that, one, they're not alone. And if you're trying to do the dad thing alone by yourself, that's the worst place for you to be, because I have a 14-month-old. I've been a leadership coach for almost 12 years. I've been in this area. I've been developing leaders, and the worst place that I personally believe a leader can be, whether you're leading yourself, you're leading a child, your family, your wife, your home, your marriage, or a business, is by yourself. Because when you fall, or when challenges come and you don't have someone to talk to, whether it's a coach, a mentor, a accountability partner, a group, anything, who are you going to talk to? You're not going to get through that. And it's going to really suck when you try and go through that, because you're going to be limited by your narrative that you tell yourself. You're going to be limited by the narrative that um, is in your head, or that limiting belief that you hold, and you're going to be stuck. And so Mr. New Dad was first created to talk about these, but then also to help dads get that clear vision and understand what they need to do and what's required of them if they want to achieve that vision of, I want to be a great dad. Okay, what does that mean? What habits do you need to change? What habits do you need to let go of and start? What limiting beliefs do you hold about fatherhood? What are those boundaries that you need to put in place to be that dad for yourself, for your family, and so forth? And then how do you lead yourself through that? And so these are all things that I've created this course. Obviously, it's a mastermind group now. It's 12 weeks, and we're actually getting ready to start in the next group, June 20th. It's the day after Father's Day. And so if you're interested, I'm looking for 5 more dads to join in this next group. And if you're interested, feel free to either comment below, message me, or email me directly at john@johnwaynemullins.com. Or I will post once this is over with. I'll make a post inside the comments just so you can have them. But I do have a special discount for a Father's Day gift. If you are interested, it's a 25% discount off the investment, which is huge. This isn't this. What I have learned about this is, when you are bought in, when you have skin in the game, you take this result a little bit differently, and you're invested, and you're expecting something. And it's my job, and I can guarantee that you're gonna walk away from this group clear on your vision and really understand where you're at in relationship to that vision. But not only that, but you're going to have 9 other dads that you have just created awesome friendships with. And we continue, the first group, we continue that group, those group discussions. We meet about once a month now. We have a Telegram chat, and it's a great way to continue those conversations and aid in that that accountability and growth. So again, if this is something that you are interested in, you are looking for something to help you grow and develop as a dad, and you realize that if you really want to be this fully present dad, or you want to be a great dad, or you realize that you could make some improvements in your life, and you're looking for that community of people, this is for you. And I'm not here to sell you. I really have a passion to help dads become that, because I have seen this conversation missing. But I've also seen what happens when you allow yourself to start to have this conversation in a safe place, and then you get to share that vision and understand what you're going to do and how you're going to get there. So June 20th, it's 12 weeks. The commitment is it's about 2 to 2.5 hours a week. What we do, I have a 20-minute teaching that you watch with a worksheet every week. And then we meet once a week as a group for 90 minutes, and we go over that week's module. We go over that week's topic, and we discuss things, and we discuss where you're at in relation to that specific topic, whether it's, let me see if I can share this. Nope, I didn't load it. But again, there's 8 different modules, and we talk about those things, and you get to share that in that safe place. But then you walk away with those friendships and that very clear plan of what you want to accomplish. So again, like I said, there's a 25% discount. So I think it drops the rate down from $997 to about $748, which is huge. You will not get this kind of offer anytime. And I'm not just saying that because the price of coaching alone is well beyond this, and you're getting me for 12 weeks. So if you know somebody who'd be a great fit, or if you're looking for that dad, if you are that dad that you are, again, you're just trying to be a better dad and understand what's getting in your way, check it out. So again, I'll post the I will post the link to the site here in a second so you can get the discount code, and then I'll post another link where it will take you onto the site just so you can learn a little bit more about it. So thanks everybody. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. And happy Father's Day. I know we're a week away, but still, take care.